So, the giveaway community. You know about it, right? Well, if you don't, you are about to. While giveaways are not new on Twitter, the cash giveaway community hit a big boom in late 2019, early 2020. Filled with egos, drama, competition, and desperation, the giveaway community started many successful side hustles for creators. However, behind all the glamour was nothing but repulsiveness, met with pure, full-fledged anger.
Yo, hold on. Are you not even going to introduce yourself? What the hell are you doing?
Look, everybody who's going to watch this already knows exactly who I am. Why do I have to introduce myself?
Because it's the common courtesy, nice thing to do, Jagoff. So maybe you should introduce yourself, don't you think?
But what you don't understand is that anybody who's going to watch this is already going to know who I am. Why do I have to introduce myself? This video is not going to get 1 million views. I guarantee you nobody new is going to be coming onto this channel not knowing who I am.
That is not the point. The point is that you should introduce yourself like a decent human being instead of being an absolute fuckwit and not introducing yourself. Do you not understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Jesus fucking Christ. I swear to God, why did I take this job?
Don't think I didn't hear that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will absolutely introduce myself. Are you happy?
Yes. And turn on your fucking camera. Who the hell do you think you are? This isn't 2012 anymore. People actually like to see the person's face that is talking to them. So turn on your fucking camera and cut the goddamn attitude.
I swear to fucking God. Why did I sign this contract? This was supposed to be an easy gig, 4 episodes, and then I just got to leave. I swear, I've been trapped here for so long. Okay, so, hello. Anybody who's actually been around for probably the last decade, maybe a little bit more than that, around like 13 years, anybody who's been around for that long knows exactly who I am. As a matter of fact, they know me before I was Pillio, because Pillio was not always my alias. So there are a lot of you who don't know anything about who I used to be versus when Pillio came into town. But that's a story for another day. I'll tell you guys all that shit. Anywho, allow me to reintroduce myself and adjust my microphone. I always have to say that I'm looking at the viewfinder. I'm supposed to be looking at the camera lens. I'm sorry. I haven't done this in a while. I really haven't. So I'm totally unqualified for this shit right now. But anyways, my name is Paul, formerly known as Pillio. I was a content creator for around, I want to say 13 years. And within those 13 years, I had much consistency in certain areas. However, for the grand scheme, I was very inconsistent. I quite literally was one of the most inconsistent creators that I've ever known in my entire life. And there are many more like me, but I feel like I was still the worst. But nonetheless, it was still very fun. But in today's video, we are talking about giveaway Twitter, giveaway hosts. I was only a giveaway host for a very short actually, I think it was a little bit less than that, about like 6 months. That was it. I started my giveaway journey at around November of 2019, and it ended in July of 2020. Someone do the math on that. How many months is that? I'm sorry. I'm kind of stupid, so I really don't know. I really don't. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible. You would think that I would have rehearsed this a little bit, but really I didn't. However, with all the knowledge that I have, you would assume that I would still be around, still be kicking, still be doing everything that, you know, I once did before, but you would be entirely wrong, because Twitter decided to deplatform the fuck out of me in 2020. No warning, no reason, just said, hey, you're permanently suspended and we don't care that you want your account back. But fuck me, right? Oh well, it sucks. It sucks. And even though it did suck, even though I was very angry about it, and even though I still am semi-angry about it because I've gotten over it for the most part, but it still stings in my mind, I was also very relieved. To get a little personal with you, the reason I was very relieved was because I had gained an audience bigger than any audience I've ever had. Literally bigger than any audience I have ever had in my entire time of being a goddamn content creator. And I did not know how to navigate it. And the worst part is I knew the only reason that I had it was because I was giving away money. That's the only reason that I had it. That's the only reason why I was able to have this audience and why I had people supporting me, was because I was giving away money, which made it 10 times harder to maintain it, because you know that the majority of the people who are following you, liking you, and watching your streams, watching your videos, if you started out the way that I did when I finally got this clout, or whatever you want to call it, you know that it's hard to maintain that, because they are not there for you. They are there for what's in your pocket. And that made it really hard on me, because I had no way of actually authentically maintaining it. Because if I wasn't giving something away, who really cared what I was about? Who cared what I was doing? Who cared about clicking on my stream link unless they knew a giveaway was going to happen? So it kind of sucked. And I went through all of the shit that most content creators go through, you know, bad eating habits, terrible sleep schedule, drama. There was tons of drama, especially in this community. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of drama. When money's involved, there's always drama and greed, but that's another conversation for another video, which is going to be in this series. So again, stick around. And then of course, my own personal really bad vice / bad habit of smoking a shit ton of cigarettes because of the stress. I would smoke before streams, after streams, in between, you know, every time I click that little button on my little stream deck right here that says taking a short break. Yeah, that was to go smoke a goddamn cigarette. Which, what is really stressful about content creation? Honestly, nothing. I mean, I was putting myself in stress willingly, so that was kind of my fault. You know what I mean? At the tail end of everything, I was not enjoying what I was doing. I was not enjoying anything that I was doing, and I really didn't want to do it anymore. I was actually kind of only doing it for the money at that point, which is never a reason why you should do something when you are a content creator. Yes, money is important. Money is great. You need it. However, you know, you are in charge of an audience, and you should never only care about money. Not only care about money. Yes, you should care about money, but not only, because there are real people behind those screens. Those are real people. They're not AI or anything like that. They're real, and you should treat them as such. And there came a point where I wasn't doing that. And if I could go back and do it all over again, I would change a lot of things. I would take care of myself more. I would be honest with you guys about a lot of things that was going on in my personal life, about how I was feeling trying to maintain all of this stuff. But we can't go backwards. We can only go forward, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go forward in time, and we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about all of this shit. So I hope you enjoy the ride. Stick around, my friends. We're going to have a lot of fun. So giveaways are not new on Twitter. As a matter of fact, if you've been around on Twitter in the realm of like 2013 and beyond, maybe a little bit later than that, maybe like 2014, 2015 and beyond, a little bit later. But if you've been around in that general timeline, then you know about giveaway Twitter, because giveaways are not new. You specifically probably remember CSGO skin giveaways. And if you've ever played CSGO or even know anything about CSGO, you know exactly what skins are. They go on the guns, knives, and all this other stuff, you know, cram bits and all that other shit. Those were huge. When people were giving those away, people were flipping them for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Like, they had a lot of value, a lot of rarity, depending on what you got. And a lot of people were entering these giveaways. I saw tweets that would have like 10,000 retweets just for these fucking skins. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, why is this a thing? There's no way people are actually excited about this, but they were. And even I entered a few of them hoping that I could flip them on some money, but I never won anything. Still haven't won a giveaway to this day. I think my luck has just ran out. I don't even think I have any luck to begin with. However, this also kind of played up into gambling. So you know what crypto gambling is, because it's very prevalent in the giveaway community and crypto, Twitter, Web3, whatever you want to call it right now. But CSGO gambling was honestly the original gambling on Twitter. I swear to God, at least in the gaming community. And if you remember these two YouTubers, T Martin and Pro Syndicate, you know that they kind of got busted for promoting a CSGO gambling website called CSGO Lotto. They were promoting it, which people thought they were sponsored, but it later came out that they owned the company. So not only did they own the company and had access to everybody's funds who sent funds into their accounts, but they were promoting that so more people would play and more people would gamble and pretty much form an addiction and ruin their fucking lives. But that's none of my business, but I do remember it. I remember it fondly. It was a great time. I miss those days because YouTube was actually a little bit more entertaining back. We, however, are going to be talking about the cash giveaway community. The cash giveaway community isn't necessarily new on Twitter. Again, giveaways aren't new. Everybody has been doing these since the dawn of time for Twitter. However, the cash giveaway community kind of hit its big boom in 2020. Okay, that's when the pandemic hit, when everybody was short on cash. Everybody was trying to win some money because apparently unemployment wasn't enough. Some people weren't getting unemployment, and some people were in countries that didn't even have that. So of course, people are going to be looking for money on Twitter. Who gives a fuck? Might as well, right? This also a precursor, kind of, to the cash giveaway community was Twitter philanthropy. If you know anything about Twitter philanthropy, then you know of a man named Bill Pulte who gives away a lot of his money because he's a rich motherfucker, and he gives away a ton of his money money for any type of need, for someone's medical bills, college tuition, dinner, something like that. He gives away money for those reasons, which is really cool. I think that's totally fine. However, getting into my neck of the woods, the cash giveaway community, in terms of trying to gain clout, gain traction, gain attention, and all that other stuff, you probably know of a man named DMP3. And that's about as far as we are going to talk about him, for two reasons and two reasons only. Number one, I do not want a defamation lawsuit, even though he probably wouldn't win because I would just be speaking facts rather than actually defaming him. But number two, it really isn't even worth the time because everybody knows that story. Even people outside of this community know that story. I'm very sorry you lost your money, but I didn't because I pulled out. Thank you very much. That was a little mean. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anywho, a lot of people treat the giveaway community like it's a new side hustle, like it's some type of new form of a career, like it's this new wave of doing things. It's not. It's nothing special. It's quite literally just good marketing, cash, collaboration, and being able to branch out of your niche and actually get more viewers outside of what you're focusing on. That's all it is. It's not hard. It really isn't. It's not new. It's not something that we all created together in this community. It's literally just simple shit. Anybody could do it, and it's easy because you're using cash. You don't even need to have a talent. If you're using cash, everybody will funnel in, and that's the biggest problem, which we will be touching on in a later episode. So no need to worry. So why exactly am I making these videos? Well, why does any of this matter? Truthfully, it doesn't. If anybody on YouTube comes across these videos who isn't a part of the audience that I am uploading these for, because I just randomly had this idea, it isn't even really a good video idea, in all honesty. I used to come up with a lot of other shit when I really was doing YouTube. I had a lot of good series ideas. I executed a lot of those series ideas, and I truthfully think that I did a really, really great job on those. But again, it's kind of just a way for me to connect with you guys again. It's really the only reason I'm making these, but it matters to me for a few reasons, because a lot of the people I used to work with, a lot of the people who are still around in the scene, some people who are still lurking around and are kind of just like floating in between, and some people like me who just gave up. We all had a story. I have a story, and even though I don't really give a shit about my story, I am going to touch on it at one point and actually talk a little bit more about it, like my experience with things that we're going to talk about. But they have a story, and they're very hardworking people. It doesn't sound like a lot of hard work, but I promise you, the things that I knew behind the scenes and all that other stuff, talking to these people, being in group chats and all this other stuff, I know how hard they all worked, and I know how hard they're all still working right now, because a lot of them haven't given up. A lot of them are still going, and I really do appreciate that, because a lot of them branched out from their niche of only giving away money and actually started doing new things, started streaming, started making content, started getting into Web3 and getting into crypto, educating people on things. They've done so much, and who better to tell their story than me? Because they're not going to tell their story. They don't give a shit. They have more important things to worry about, but their story deserves to get told. All of the shit that we went through together deserves to get told, and I will tell it because I have a big mouth. That's what I was known for. I was known for saying whatever was on my mind whenever the fuck I wanted to say it, and I didn't give a shit how it made anybody feel. It's a bad habit that I really wish I killed back then, and I probably would be in a better place now, but I'm not. But it's okay, because it's not dead yet. We're going to use it for this video, and it's probably the last time I'm ever going to use it, because it's giving me really painful flashbacks even thinking about it. But either way, let's go for one last rodeo, shall we? Thank you. So there you have it. That's the giveaway community in a nutshell. That's what we were all about. That's what everybody was all about. In a pursuit of engagements, likes, retweets, and all that other shit, the giveaway community was born. It was born, it was bred, whatever you want to call it. And in 2020, we took Twitter by fucking storm. That's all it was in a nutshell. But fuck the goddamn nutshell. We are going to be talking about it all. We are going to be talking about everything that we went through. You want to hear some of the drama? Oh, I have drama for fucking days. You want to hear about the suspension era when Twitter was deplatforming us? You want me to explain the Twitter algorithm with you and why it is so unfavorable to everybody on it, even if you do learn it? Because you get punished for doing things that you think you should be doing. And when you do those things, again, you get fucking punished. You think it's a good play, but it's not a good play. It's a fucked up play. It's a play that you probably shouldn't have done, but anybody with any shred of common sense would also do it, because it just makes sense, but Twitter does not make sense. Let's talk about the TOS. Let's talk about the unjustifiable suspensions, permanent bans, whatever it is. Let's talk about it all, because this is a rabbit hole that I've wanted to go down for a very long time. I want to rip Twitter a fucking new one, because they ruined so many people's hustles, grinds, and achievements achievements, including my own, but we're not going to talk about that. Maybe a little bit later, but I don't really care about my own. I care about everybody else's, even the ones who are still around, kicking, swimming, doing whatever the fuck they're doing. I care about them because they were given the shit end of the stick. Twitter tried to kill our community, but we're still here. We're still kicking, and I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to be the one who tells the story because nobody else is going to tell the story, and I want to tell the story. Okay? So stick around. Come around next episode. I really do appreciate you for coming around this episode. If you did happen to come around, please like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Twitter. It'll be in a link in the description because my actual Twitter handle is a little bit more complicated now than it was before because Twitter decided to take it away from me. Oh well, what the fuck are we going to do? A big ball of fucking nothing because they don't care about us. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for tuning in. It really does mean a lot to me. And yeah, it's good to see you guys again. I really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. Peace.